Hi everyone, in this video we are going to discover together the Power Query editor. We are going to apply some changes and some actions on one of our datasets of our Power BI report. So let's start. So just click on one of our datasets, right button of and click edit query. Here, as you can see here, it show us the query in this side. Here, the query settings, the name. Here, all properties. Let's click on refresh. Here, it show us all the steps that we applied on our query. So here, the new source, we can add new files, or we can connect to a SQL server, for example, and to import and load our data. Also here it show us our recent source that we used in Power BI desktop. Here we can enter our data manually. As you can see here, we can create our table manually. We can click also on one of our columns. We can do the cut, the copy, the insert, and the delete. So double click. I'm going, for example, to change the name uh, of our column. For example, for product key, I'm going to insert manually the product key. Here, let's make a new column with the name product name. For example, let's do this. Let's delete those one. Just select the columns that you want to delete and delete them all. We can change here the name. For example, let's name it table example, and let's click OK. So as you can see here, it show us another query, and it contains the data that we entered manually. So let's delete this query. We don't need it. Okay, just click on data. So the data source settings show us the source of our data. We can change it. For example, change the nature or the type of our file. For example, we can change it for is in this case it's Excel, but we can change it for CSV, for example, JSON, text file, HTML page, XML tables, PDF, etc. And we can change the file path or the file production by clicking on browser. We don't need that. And there is some features like advanced. We don't need it. Okay, so edit permissions, the privacy level. So in our case, it's none. So we can change it to public or organizational or private. So organizational for our organizations. It's for your organization to make sure that no one out from your organization can see the report. So edit permission, as you can see, and private. We will not forget that. Private, if you want to see it only you. Here, click on permission. We don't add any permission, so it will not appear any changes. So refresh preview. When you make some changes, I advise you to click on refresh all. It will appears all the changes, and the data will be refreshed. The properties here is the same of all properties here, as you can see here. The advanced editor will show us the query, the step that contains the applied steps. So the source here, it's choosing the type of the file, which is Excel file, and choosing the location or the path of our file. Choosing here the sheet, which is the data, or the kind is a table. So we add here conditional column, amount condition, based on the condition if amount is greater or equal to 8,000, sorry, the results will be 1 or 0. Here the amount condition 1, also adding another column with the same condition. And we add a we change the type, sorry, we change the type of the date for with the date, and the others stay the same as so. Also we manage here, we duplicate the, the queries here. As you can see here, we have the same query. We make the delete, and will disappear. We delete the query, we don't need that. So choosing the query, as you can see here. So choose the columns to keep. So if we click on those three columns, the rest of the columns will be disappear, as you can see here. So I delete this action. So go to column. We can choose date, for example. We are in date. Let's choose, for example, quarter, and it will select quarter. So this feature or this action is very useful when you have a lot of columns, and you don't and it will be easy than keeping search manually about the location of the column in this Power Query editor. So remove columns. We can remove columns here. It will remove the selected columns. Let's delete this action. Remove other columns. It will keep the selected columns that you already selected, and it will remove all the other columns that you selected. So let's click, for example, Advanced Editor. We can make the changes in this way also, as you can see here. Click Done, and our data returns as the same as the first time. So keep top rows as in SQL. when you select top number from the table, it will show you only, for example, the 10 first rows. So let's see the number 10. The date is the 8th of February 2012. The product 21. The customer Alpine Seki house. The amount 5,370, and the quarter one. So keep top rows. Just print 10. Click OK, and as you can see, it shows us all the data from 1 to 10, and the last row is the row that we are talking about. From let's delete this action. Remove the bottom rows. It will be from down to up, from the bottom to the up. So let's delete 5 rows. As you can see here, product 7 and the amount 7,300. Let's 5, and you can see, I click on remove. It's not keep. I'm sorry. Let's do it again. We will talk about removing rows later. So as you can see here, the first row, which is the row that we are talking about, the in from few seconds, product 7,300 the amount. So let's delete this action. So keep range of rows between two rows. Keep duplicates and keep errors. You can do that. So remove top rows. We can, for example, removing three rows, for example, of the top, and the first one, it will show us this one, 8,002. It will be the first, as you can see here. Now it is the first one. So as you can see here, we have 85 rows. Let's remove bottom rows, for example, removing from the bottom 5, and here we have 80 rows. It removing 5 rows. And you can also remove alternate rows and remove duplicates, remove blank rows, and remove errors. So as you can see here, we can making the sort ascending or descending. For example, let's make the sort of the date ascending. After that, making the amount descending. Let's click on Advanced Editor. As you can see here, it shows as a new step, which is sorting the table first of all by date, order ascending, then amount, order descending. In case that we have two values which are equals in date, we will doing the change, doing the sort by amount in descending. So let's look for an example. For example, let's see if we have, yeah, here we have two rows which containing the same date. So as you can see here, this one is greater than this value. The amount value of this row it's greater than this value. So that's why this row is showing it is showing first than this row. Okay, so let's remove this step of sorting. We can also making split columns, for example, by a delimiter. For example, for product, it appears that the product is containing two parts, the word product and the code of the product. So let's make this one, and it will show us, as you can see here, two columns. The first one containing the word product, and the first and the last and the other one containing the key product. So we can split our column by number of characters, by position, by lowercase or to uppercase, by uppercase to lowercase, by digit to not digit, by not digit to digit, as you can wish. So let's remove this action. So also we can change the data type. Yes, we can do a group the row the group of rows as you can see here. Also, we can change the data type for the convenient one or the suitable one, as you can wish. So also sometimes, especially in Excel, it loading the data, but it loading the first row header as a data row. So we can fix that by using this option, use first row as a header. We can replace value, for example, we can click on the product, replace value. We can replace product by nothing, or maybe by space. Let's click OK, and as you can see here, we have the numbers only. We just remove by this one, we removed the word product. Let's delete this step. Also, we can merge queries. We can append queries as you want. We can transform, doing some changes on our query. We can add column. For example, we can add a conditional column. We can add index column. We can duplicate a column. As you can see here, I click on product. I already selected. Here we have a copy of product. Let's make it each one near to the other one. So as you can see here, let's remove those steps. We can create a custom column, etc. We can here make some changes also on our columns and our query. Here's some tools, and here the help. So also when clicking on the mouse right button, here we have some options like the copy, the delay, the rename, the enable offload if you want it to be enabled or disabled, include a report, refresh, duplicate, move to a group, create a function, or advanced editor as usual. And also properties, it show us the same window when you click on this button, all properties, or on this button properties. So I hope that you enjoy this video. Also please subscribe to our channel and click and like the video, and please check the other videos, and mention in a comment what you want to see exactly in new videos, and see you in other videos, and bye.